Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft video brought to you by Rob's Mind. This is TerraFirmaPunk episode 4, and guys, today we are starting out by showing off that I fixed the house. Don't worry, it didn't totally burn down, guys. I fixed it up, and the culprit was I left out a block in here. I have since then replaced that with a dropper full of torches so that we can, press a button right here and it'll drop down our torch onto our pit kiln. Very, very easy, very easy. I did happen to see that on Etho's Let's Play series, but in all honesty, I probably would have thought of that anyways. But regardless, a link to Etho will be left down in the video description. Today, guys, I feel like starting out by doing a little bit of leather working. So let's go ahead and throw this in here. It takes a lot of time to do leather working, so we're going to get the process started anyways. We seal the raw hide in lime water. We get a medium soaked hide. Remember that. That's step 1. Now, next on my agenda is something really, really dumb. We are going to just jump down here. Oh, please make it. All right, cool. And we are going to go over in the distance and check on our crops that we planted in the last episode, guys. 97%. We are very, very close. Very close indeed. 99%. Oh, come on. Come on. Just be mature already. So we're not quite ready to harvest yet, but probably tomorrow morning we will be ready to harvest. Speaking of which, the day is the 8th of February. And we are going to start out by going back up to our mountaintop and working on our forge building. Oh, man. It started raining right whenever I went to record. But, let's see. Anyways, we're going to need to go in here and get our medium soaked hide out of there. Perfect. Then we can go ahead and seal up these barrels real quick, because I do want to move these inside. So if you seal a barrel full of liquid and then chop it in this mod, you will get it placed onto your back slot because, heavy items like this overburden you. So there we go. We've got our lime water in here. Let's get our tannin. So our process for making leather is we take our raw hide, soak it in the lime water. Then we take our medium soaked hide, or large or small, whatever you're working with. We place it there, and then we can actually go through. If you're really quick with it, you can actually hold it down and pretty much scrape it all at once, which is really nice if you can actually do it. But once we have scraped our hide, we place it into the fresh water and seal it, and we get our medium prepared hide. Now that takes some time to do, and then after that, you place it into the tannin in order to get your leather. And every single soak takes about 8 hours, so it is definitely not a slow process. Alright, I know I said that we were going to be working on the forge area, which I have all laid out. The land has been cleared, the area has been totally laid out, we're ready to start building, but I need some more resources first. The resource I'm lacking is lumber, and so I'm also needing to get a scythe. Now, I've moved my anvil and all my forging equipment and stuff over there, so we are going to have to be doing this the old-fashioned way. So here I have got 3 different types of copper and some tin, this cassiterite. So what we are making is bronze. Now, the bronze has to be between 88 and 94% copper, and then the rest has to be tin. There we go. So anyways, like I was saying, has to be between 88 and 94% copper, and then between 6 and 12% tin, I believe is the correct ratios. So I have been just kind of using cross multiplication and all of that kind of stuff to try and figure it out all by myself. And I think we've got the right ratios there. But, it's been a while since I've been back in school, guys, so I can't guarantee that I got that right. Speaking of which, I have recently started college, which is really exciting. I'm going to be going for a degree in project management. We're going to go for a bachelor's degree. Going to see how it works out anyways. And in the game, it looks like the sun is rising. So what do you say, guys? Let's go and harvest some crops. Woohoo! Oh, no. Oh, that was a close call. And we landed right next to a mob. I really need to stop taking risks like this. Oh, and look at all of our glorious fruit trees. Yes, olives are fruits. They might not taste like them. You might think they're vegetables like tomatoes, but both of those things are fruits. And there we go. Just like that, we've got tons and tons of food again. So yeah, we've got some barley, some rice, some rye, and some squash for our vegetables. We got a bunch of seeds. I do need to go and plant these in a different area because until I get a bronze hoe, I can't check the nutrients, but I believe that the nutrients for these certain crops have probably ran out in that certain area. So we will have to go scoping for an area to replant our crops because obviously these things are growing fine through the harshness of winter, no problem. So let's head on up to the cabin, avoiding that 2 giants. Jeez, man. Alright, so what we are going to do is make some bread, people. So the way we do that is chop our barley into barley grain. We also get some straw out of that, which is a nice addition. We'll go ahead and throw that on our shelf. Now we take our barley grain and we place it into the quern right here. Then we precisely hit the top of our handle to initiate that process. While that grinds up, we need to grab a bucket of fresh water and then open up our quern, grab our grain. This has now turned into barley flour, which we can use now to make barley dough. It's amazing. It like doubles your mass whenever you do this. So we had 160 ounces of this barley grain, and now we are going to get 2 160 ounce pieces of dough. So 320 ounces of bread that we are about to bake up. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Grab ourselves some logs and a fire starter, and then let's go ahead and get the process going. There we go. We're at a very light toast. I know a lot of people like a medium toast, but I'm going to pull it out while it's light. And then a little tip as well, is you can take this and put it in your crafting table, and look at that. It's hot right here, totally cooled off right there. And now we're free to just eat on it. Amazing. All right, and our metal happened to finish in the pit kiln. Let's see if we were right. Oh yeah, bronze, 300 units. Perfect. We even got it in a good quantity, so we will be able to make our tool right here, in which we're making a scythe. And then I also made up a couple more ingot molds. Since this, the pit kilns, they always cook 4 things, it's always wise to try and at least do a couple of ingots or something like that, even if you don't really need them. They do break, and you never stop needing these in TerraFirmaCraft, as far as I know. Oh, and I was going to cool them off, but look at that. Looks like, yes, we have a medium prepared hide. And I've been kind of neglecting the quest book here. Let's open it up. Still died 0 times. I'm very surprised about that. Oh yes, run and hide. We did complete this by going through all of the processes of leather making. And then I've actually already made a few leathers, so it looks like we will get a small hide, a reward bag, and then I can choose copper, brass, or iron. I'm choosing iron all the way. Let's pop our ingots out of their mold. Very satisfying. Stack them up. And we got a basic bag right here. Ooh, a lemon tree sapling. Amazing. And we got a good bag here. Alright guys, so I have gotten a decent amount of progress on the forge. You can see that we're going with like a similar look to this building, but just changing up the block palette, changing up the style of the build. So going in here, I've kind of already got it planned out. Right here in this corner, I would like to have my forge area. Over here, I believe I want to put the iron bloom whenever I am ready for that. So through this area, I'm going to be like using the chisel to try and make a more defined archway right here for some more room to get in. But since it's such a weird room, we're going to just make this like a flat balcony up above here. And this will be the stair room to access the second floor, maybe some extra storage or something. And then in here will be the ingot vault. Oh yeah, cannot wait to start storing all the ingots in here. I do want them to be very close to where I will be working all of the metal. And at some point, we'll have to figure out where I'm going to squeeze the blast furnace in. But for now, I have scoped out the perfect spot in which to farm our crops. Let's go. Oh, it's so sketchy. Ugh. I need to build a faster way down here that is, well, not... I need to build a safer way to get down here so that I don't nearly kill myself every time. So while we wait on those birch trees to grow up, let's go ahead and start making another batch of mortar here. That should get us 8 stacks of mortar this time. That'll be great. And then let's also go ahead and start processing our leather. Alright, then we can take those scrape tides, seal them in here to prepare them. And let's go ahead and unseal our leather out of the tannin over here. And I actually have enough leather here. We should be able to make a bellows. And if it changes the color of this, okay, good. Oh, I really wanted to use that willow wood because I cannot stand that. But this should be useful whenever we get our forge room set up, or at least our forge set up, because this will help us get our forge hotter quicker. Alright guys, heading in here, I've set up a forge area, so let's go ahead. We're going to place in our couple of bellows, so yeah, it has to be blowing that way. You see the air coming out of it that direction. And we'll place a second one here. I actually made a second one a minute ago. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I would like there to be these shelves here because you cannot put fire starters inside of the tool racks. We'll additionally have a couple of tool racks over here. Do I have any on me? I do not. Can I make them? I can. We'll have the tool racks right there. We've got the shelves right here. Anvil's going to go here. Let's see, we'll go ahead and throw a hammer in there. I don't have any flux in my pockets right now. I do, however, have enough sticks to make 4 fire starters, so we'll go ahead and spam those into the shelf. Hey guys, take a look at that lemon tree. Oh yeah, it is coming right along. What is today, as a matter of fact? We are in the 3rd of May. Oh my god. Dude, time flies in this game whenever you start getting busy. So I went out and did a little bit of exploring. We headed south, because last time we headed north. And I mean way north. Way north. We went thousands of blocks north, and this time we went a couple thousand blocks south. Sailed across a massive stretch of ocean here, and got all the way down to an acacia forest down here. Now, this acacia forest, guys, is dense and ridiculous, and you can see that we've got this dark gray. This is where I picked up a lot of phyllite. I believe that's how you say it. It's a different rock type. So I found there that you could not pick up any acacia saplings. It's impossible. Acacia and one other kind of tree in that forest, they do not drop saplings, which is unfortunate, but it is for a good cause. It's to make awareness of the deforestation problem and stuff like that. But yeah, I started deforesting. And we got ourselves some acacia, and I went and replaced it all in here. Replaced this with some phyllite bricks. Pretty cool, in my opinion. Oop, need to replace a couple right there. But yeah, we've also got our forge pretty much set up. I've got our flux and ingot molds and all of that kind of stuff in here. But we need to start metalworking, guys. As you can see, all of my stuff is pretty much about to break. I have no chest piece. I have no pants. That's probably not going to get fixed today, in all honesty. I'm probably going to rock no pants for a little bit until I go out and mine some more. But guys, we need to start a metal working montage right now. Man, what even are these things? They just come out of nowhere. They spawn in my, like, right near my house, and now they're just, like, pestering me. And if I get close to these guys, I'm pretty sure they deal quite a bit of damage, so I'm gonna kind of just try to slaughter them from back here. Alright, so we are back. We have done the deed. We slayed those Uvaraptors, or Uvaraptors, however you say it. I think it's Uvaraptors. We're surrounded by mobs, so I'll have to be brief. But yeah, guys, you can see we've done all of our metalworking, and check it out. I have upgraded the forge building significantly, and I think it's looking pretty cool. Keep in mind, we have yet to really detail this place. But coming on in, you can see that we've got our dual crucibles here. These are used for melting down our metal, which I will show you guys in a moment. We've got our, our tool wall. We got all of our fire starters. This is going to be our vault room, where we will be storing all of our ingots. And speaking of which, yeah, I've been doing the grind a little bit off camera so that we can get some ingots in our vault here. I think next episode we're going to be shooting to make our iron bloomery, or iron bloom? I don't know. I think it's a bloomery. We got 1 black bronze from a quest reward, which is really cool. You need like silver and gold to make that, I think, or something like that. But so we've got copper right here, we've got bismuth bronze, we've got regular bismuth, and we've got our black bronze here. I think right now I want to make regular bronze. So let's grab some cassiterite, which is tin, and some copper. I don't know how much of this I'm going to make, but we'll see. We got charcoal in the forge, now we'll light it up. And what we have to do, we have to put some ingot molds up here, and we'll heat up our copper in there. Once this gets past the danger point, it'll liquefy, and these molds will actually come in and catch all of our copper. We'll get the liquid copper, which we can then take out the yellow-white hot liquid and pour it into our crucible here. That'll start filling this up. Then we have to mix in some of this tin. So while that is liquefying in there, we'll continue the tour with the place. Over here through this archway, we've got our stairwell room, and it might be integrated to the blast furnace interface as well, because I'm kind of thinking that we might have our blast furnace put up centered with this window. In here, I want maple planks to be the floors, and in here, I just want some kind of cobble, some kind that contrasts with the marble bricks. So right now I have this phyllite, because it's the only kind that I've got that actually contrasts the marble. In here, I want a different wood type. I don't think I want to use maple. Then heading upstairs, we've got a small little balcony. We're going to rail this out, but I think I'm going to be putting a curved extension onto this balcony right here, because up here is going to be our iron bloom flume. Is that right? Iron bloom chimney? It's not the flume. The flume opens and closes the chimney. And then in here, so far, I've got a second bed, and we'll probably have some storage and stuff set up in here. Don't really have that part of it planned out just yet. Maybe some charcoal storage or something like that. I don't know. And there we go. Our copper has liquefied, and we can take it and put it up here. And yes, we get a green bar showing that that is indeed going into the system. And once we've added enough cassiterite to our copper, you can see that up here it says bronze. I love how it gives you the actual percentages while you're doing this. It makes it so much more useful. And then we can just take our ingot molds and start filling them up. Alright, so we have successfully made 4 bronze ingots. We'll go ahead and pop those out and stack them up on the counter. And now I'm currently in the process of converting all of my cassiterite just into straight up tin ingots. And you might be wondering why I'm doing that. Isn't it easier to just mix them together in the crucible to whatever you want? Well, yes and no. The reason that I'm making them all into ingot form is because for my simple brain, it's a lot easier for me to just do the math previously, figure out what I'm going to need of the certain special ingot, and just heat up those ingots. Every ingot is exactly 100 units, or it should be anyways. And so it makes it a lot easier for me to figure out all of the metallurgy for that. But while that is all heating up, I want to go ahead and craft something pretty special here. I have been using these clay water jugs since the start of the game, and we've gotten several sheep's bladders. Yes, you heard me, sheep bladders, the part that holds urine. And we are going to, is it like that? No, I think it might be opposite. Is that right? Knife? Yes, there we go. Leather water sack. Awesome. We are going to make this. This holds multiple drinks. So whenever we drink it, you can see that it now gets a bar. Yeah, we're able to drink from it more than one time, and it doesn't have a chance to break, which is just phenomenal. Love it. And check this out, guys. I was heating up my rich quality bauxite, which is aluminum, and whenever I started casting it into ingots, it says, do not use. Do not use. Can you believe that? What? Oh, so lame. Well, so now all of my aluminum, or at least a lot of it, is tied up into these illegal ingot forms, which I can't even bust out of their molds. So that's 17 molds effectively just gone until I can figure out a use for the aluminum. Oh, so lame. Now, I don't have it quite figured out of what I'm going to do in here, but I do know that I want to organize all of my stuff by tiers of metal. Like, I want to kind of go in order and go all the way down the line, because let's be real, guys, isn't that kind of how we're going to accrue our metal anyways? So yeah, I think it would be really cool to have our ingots lined up in that fashion. Thought about doing it alphabetically and stuff, but I just think that this makes a lot more sense. So yeah, we're probably going to figure out where to put them, and then I'll switch out all of these to full blocks, and we will place the sheet that corresponds with each one of these onto here. Look at this. The tin is not even very hot, and it's already in danger. So let's go ahead and weld that stuff up. Weld, plans, sheet. Can we do this in one shot? Punch, bend. Nice. And I think if we cool this sheet off real quick, we should be able to place it, yeah, right there on the tin front. So that is really cool in my opinion. We can go ahead and place all of our metal sheets across the front here. Let's check on our bismuth. The bismuth might have got a little too hot, but that's okay. I had molds in there. I guess bismuth has a very low melting point as well alongside the tin, so we will just wait until it doesn't say liquid anymore on there. There it goes. So now we can pop them out of here. We should be able to still weld them together like so. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is going to turn out awesome. I really like that idea, guys. I might make a couple more sheets, and we'll place them down just to see how it's going to turn out and how it's going to look. All right, I've had to make a couple of minor adjustments to this. As you can tell, we put 2 copper spots, and that's because you can't put 2 sheets of different metallurgies next to each other. So yeah, we have got 2 spots for copper, I guess, which isn't the worst. We should hopefully get a lot of copper. So I'm not too fussed about that. But that does mean that we had to kind of change this up, because this one and this one will have to be the same. This one and this one will have to be the same. You know, so I don't know exactly how I'm gonna end up doing this. I'm still gonna do my best to keep it with tier types, but yeah, I'm not too sure of how I'm gonna be able to do that with needing to put 2 of the same sheet next to each other. But yeah, I'll figure it out. It won't be the end of the world, no matter what ends up happening. All right, guys, what do you say we finish out this episode doing something absolutely nuts? I'm gonna go chop some trees. Oh, no! Oh, I missed my jump timing. We almost didn't make it through that one. So be sure to please hit that like button down below if you enjoyed the episode, and if you are new, please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one.